Have you ever walked into your living room and for a split second wondered if your beloved cat has been swapped out for a yowling, otherworldly creature? The sounds she makes are so strange and intense, it's almost as if an alien has landed right in your home, disguised in a furry suit. One moment she's curled up and purring contentedly, the very picture of feline serenity. The next, she's rolling on the carpet, yowling at the top of her lungs and darting around the room like she's possessed by some wild, mysterious force. Her behavior seems to flip like a switch, leaving you baffled and maybe even a little concerned. But don't worry, this isn't a sign that your cat is sick or that she suddenly developed a split personality. There's no need to rush to the vet or start Googling symptoms in a panic. What you're witnessing is one of the most powerful, instinct-driven experiences in a cat's life. A female cat in heat. This is called estrus, and it's a completely natural biological process that all unspayed female cats go through. During this time, her body is sending out invisible signals, pheromones and vocal calls, to every male cat in the neighborhood. She's letting them know in no uncertain terms that she's ready to mate. Even if she's an indoor cat, her instincts are hardwired to reach out to the world beyond your windows. This isn't something she chooses to do. It's a powerful hormonal surge that completely takes over her behavior, making her restless, vocal, and sometimes even a little frantic. She may seem desperate to get outside or to find a way to escape, all because her body is telling her it's time. She's not trying to annoy you, keep you awake all night, or drive you up the wall. She's simply answering nature's call, following instincts that have been part of her species for thousands of years. Those midnight serenades and endless meows are her way of communicating with the world. So before you panic or get frustrated, remember, this is all perfectly normal. Your cat isn't broken or misbehaving. She's just experiencing a natural phase of her life. That strange, loud, overly affectionate creature is still your loving companion. She's just temporarily tuned to a different frequency, one that's ruled by ancient instincts and powerful hormones. Estrus is a normal, recurring part of an unspayed female cat's life. It can last several days and may repeat every few weeks during certain seasons. By understanding what's happening, you can offer her comfort, keep her safe, and help her get through this intense time until the storm passes. Your patience and care make all the difference. So let's take a closer look at what's really going on inside your cat's mind and body during this fascinating, sometimes bewildering chapter of her life. Let's demystify what it really means when a cat is in heat. This phrase is often tossed around by cat owners, but few truly understand the fascinating biological process behind it. The scientific term for in heat is estrus. This is the fertile period in a female cat's reproductive cycle when she's ready to mate and can become pregnant. During estrus, her body is primed for reproduction, and her behavior changes dramatically. It's not just a fleeting mood or a random burst of energy, it's a powerful surge of hormones, especially estrogen, that prepares her body for the possibility of pregnancy. These hormones affect her brain and body, making her act in ways that might seem strange to us. Unlike humans, who ovulate on a regular cycle, cats are induced ovulators. This means that the act of mating itself triggers the release of eggs from her ovaries. Until she mates, her body is on high alert, ready for the right moment. As a result, her drive to find a mate becomes intense and all-consuming. She may pace restlessly, vocalize loudly, and seem unable to settle down, especially at night when her instincts are strongest. When a cat is in heat, her entire being is focused on attracting a tomcat. She'll display unmistakable postures, arching her back, raising her hindquarters, and rolling on the floor to signal her readiness. Her behavior, her vocalizations, and her body language are all part of a primal courtship ritual that's been honed by evolution. These signals are designed to attract male cats from far and wide. Even though her cries might sound dramatic or even distressing, she isn't in pain. She's simply following powerful instincts that have ensured the survival of her species for thousands of years. During this time, her senses are heightened. She's more alert, more focused, and more determined than ever, driven by an overwhelming instinct that overrides almost everything else in her world. Understanding this natural process helps us see her behavior not as misbehavior, but as a normal, healthy part of her life cycle. It's a reminder that our pets are still deeply connected to their wild ancestors. In this moment, she's a queen, announcing her readiness to the world, confident and unapologetic about her needs. Recognizing this phase allows us to respond with empathy and patience rather than frustration. We can support her by providing comfort and keeping her safe. Ultimately, It's about respecting her natural instincts while managing her environment to keep her healthy and secure at home. The first unmistakable sign of a cat in heat. The noise. Loud, persistent caterwauling that sounds like agony, but is really an invitation to mates. This vocalization is much more intense than her usual meows. It can echo through the house at all hours, leaving many cat owners baffled or even concerned. But to other cats, these sounds are a clear message. She's ready to find a mate. The cries are designed to travel far and wide, alerting any nearby tomcats to her presence and her readiness. She may pace by doors and windows, desperate to get her message out. You might notice her lingering at entryways, peering outside, or even trying to slip through open doors. This restlessness is her instinct urging her to seek out potential mates beyond the safety of home. She's driven by powerful hormones, and her determination can be surprising, even for cats who are usually calm and content indoors. You'll notice a surge in affection. She'll rub against you, furniture, and everything else, spreading her scent. This isn't just a sign of love, it's a strategic move. By leaving her scent everywhere, she's sending out chemical signals to any male cats in the area. You might find her weaving between your legs, headbutting your hands, or rolling on the floor more than usual. All of these behaviors are part of her effort to communicate her availability. Her body produces pheromones, a scented invitation for toms. These pheromones are released through glands in her cheeks, forehead, and even her tail. When she rubs her face on objects, she's leaving behind a unique chemical signature that male cats can detect from a surprising distance. It's her way of advertising her status to the feline world. She'll often crouch with her hindquarters raised and tail to the side, called lordosis, the classic mating posture. This pose is a clear, physical signal that she's ready to mate. If you see her arching her back, treading in place, and moving her tail aside, she's displaying the universal feline sign of receptivity. Treading with her back feet is another textbook sign. This rhythmic movement, almost like kneading, is part of her instinctive courtship display. It's a behavior that's hardwired into her, signaling her readiness and helping to attract attention from any nearby males. She may lick her genital area more due to swelling or mild discharge, though cats are discreet groomers. This increased grooming is her way of keeping herself clean and comfortable during this hormonally charged time. You might not always notice it, but it's another subtle clue that her body is preparing for potential mating. Some females even spray urine to mark territory. This behavior, more common in males, can also appear in females in heat. The scent of her urine carries powerful pheromones, acting as a billboard to any tomcats in the area that she's available and looking for a mate. All these signs mean her biological clock is ticking loudly. It's not misbehavior, it's instinct. Her actions are driven by nature, not by a desire to annoy or confuse you. Understanding this can help you respond with patience and empathy, rather than frustration. Recognizing these signals helps you understand and support her. Whether you choose to comfort her, distract her with play, or consider spaying, knowing what she's experiencing is the first step to being a compassionate cat parent. Now you know what her secret language really means. By tuning into these subtle and not-so-subtle cues, you can deepen your bond and ensure she feels safe, understood, and cared for during this unique phase of her life. A cat's first heat can start as early as 4 months old, though 5 to 6 months is typical. Breed, body weight, and daylight hours all play a role. Cats are seasonally polyestrous. Their cycles are triggered by longer days in spring and summer. Indoor cats, exposed to artificial light, can cycle year-round. During breeding season, if she doesn't get pregnant, she'll go back into heat every 2 to 3 weeks. This relentless cycle can be exhausting for both cat and owner. It's a loop of hormonal surges and intense behaviors. Unless there's intervention, this pattern continues throughout her fertile years. Understanding the timing helps you prepare and manage her needs. In the thick of it, a cat's heat cycle feels endless, but the most intense phase usually lasts 5 to 8 days. For some, it's as short as 2 days, for others up to 2 weeks. After estrus, she enters a quiet period called intrastrus, lasting a few days to 2 weeks. If she remains unspayed and it's still breeding season, the cycle repeats. If she mates, ovulation is triggered, and if she becomes pregnant, the cycle stops for about 9 weeks. Some queens can go back into heat quickly after giving birth, even while nursing. This can lead to overlapping litters and physical strain. Understanding this timeline is key to responsible pet ownership. Preventing unwanted pregnancies protects her health. The cycle will persist unless you intervene. Knowledge is your best tool. When your cat's in heat, your top priority is safety and management. Secure all windows and doors. She'll try to escape to find a mate. Make sure everyone in the house knows to keep her indoors. Never punish her for yowling or strange behaviors. They're involuntary and driven by hormones. Yelling or isolating her only adds stress and damages your bond. Instead, offer patience and compassion. Provide positive distractions. Play with wand toys or laser pointers to redirect her energy. Tiring her out can lead to more peaceful rest. Be cautious with petting. Stroking her lower back may intensify estrus behaviors. Focus on gentle head and neck pets if she enjoys them. Watch her body language and let her guide interactions. Don't assume affection means she wants more touch. Keep her environment calm and predictable. Your understanding makes all the difference. You can't stop the heat cycle once it starts, but you can make her more comfortable. Offer warm, cozy spots. Heated beds or warm towels can soothe her. Keep her litter box extra clean. She may urinate more and is sensitive to cleanliness. Scoop at least twice a day and consider a second box. Calming aids like Feline diffusers can help reduce stress, though they won't stop the cycle. Some cats respond to catnip or herbal remedies for brief relief. Most importantly, be a calm, steady presence. Speak softly and avoid sudden changes to her routine. Your reassurance is her anchor during this hormonal storm. A peaceful home helps her cope. Small comforts go a long way until the cycle passes. Managing a cat in heat is a short-term fix. The real solution is spaying. Spaying is a routine surgery that removes her ovaries and uterus, ending heat cycles for good. No more yowling, escape attempts, or unwanted pregnancies. Spaying also protects her health, reducing the risk of mammary and uterine cancers, and eliminating the risk of pyometra. The earlier she's spayed, the greater the health benefits. Behaviorally, spayed cats are often calmer and more content. Without hormonal surges, her true personality shines year-round. Spaying strengthens your bond and gives her a more stable life. It's also an act of responsibility, helping fight pet overpopulation. Millions of cats are euthanized each year due to lack of homes. Talk to your vet about the best time to spay. It's the kindest choice for her and the cat community. Every cat and every heat cycle story is unique. Maybe your kitten's first yowl caught you off guard, or you found a trick that calms her down. Sharing these stories helps build a community of cat lovers who learn from each other. What signs did you notice first? What surprised you? What worked for you? Your advice could help another worried cat parent right now. By sharing, we create a support system and remind each other we're not alone. Let's turn the comments into a resource for everyone. The more we share, the deeper our connection with our cats. Thank you for being part of this community and for being your cat's advocate. Now, let's hear your stories. What has your cat taught you about the wild world of estrus?